Hey guys, welcome back. Gotta use the mask. It's pollen count is very high, and I already got allergies, and I just basically got out. So today we're doing this guy. I already took off the hood, so you can see he's right there. So we're gonna get down and dirty on this guy. Gotta take out the engine with the transmission. We're gonna be doing the torque converter replacement. I'm hoping that is the fix, because that's what a few people already have told me, that it could be the reason why this car all of a sudden it just didn't want to go into gear or any gear, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna start on this guy. I'm gonna be showing you some things. I did mention about the PCV, all that stuff. So let's get down to it. All right, guys. So let's talk about the PCV. I remember showing you guys installing this one right here. The one that goes to the breather on the valve cover to the intake pipe. Okay. Now I do that one because I already have mentioned, and it's already been seen on other vehicles, not from only the repairs that I've done on this channel, but from other YouTube channels out there. You can find oil in here, in this pipe, and that's not good. You should never see oil in that pipe. You should never see oil in the intake manifold. You should never see oil in there. Never. Oil in the combustion chamber, where you're burning air and fuel to make the power. Oil does not belong in that area. If for whatever reason there is oil in here or in here down into the engine, it will eventually make you lose power, and it's going to cause other issues. So anyways, I had shown you that one. Now let me come over to the other one. This one I had installed it, and I never showed you guys how I set it up. But anyways, here is the PCV valve right there. It's directly on top of the valve cover of this 2.2 liter Toyota Camry engine. Okay, I believe this is the same engine on the Toyota MR2 or the MRS. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the same engine, so it should be about the same setup. I just think the engine is going to be probably oriented different. I'm not sure. I've never worked on an MRS or an MR2 myself, so I don't know about that. Anyways, so that's the PCV valve, and that used to have a hose that would just be like an L-shaped hose or a 90-degree turn hose from here to here. That was it. So what I did, I just eliminated that little hose, and I put a hose that goes directly into the catch can, and then the other one goes back to where it originally goes, into the intake manifold. So yeah, sorry, I got allergies. So seeing that, I mean, it works pretty good. And obviously these hoses are not what comes in the kit. The hose that comes in the kit is very horrible. It's cheap. It actually cracks and bends. You really don't want to use that. You really want to use these kind of hoses, and they work just fine. So honestly, I haven't run this engine for a minute now. Hold on. Okay, so Let me check the dipstick here. See if there's any oil in here. Yep, there is oil. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Hold on, let me redo that. Let me get the tripod. Put you guys on a tripod so I can give you guys a better look at that dipstick. So, give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this again. You can see a little bit. You see it's wet. So this has been working. You can see the tip of it. It's got oil. So it's been catching oil that shouldn't be running through the PCV valve. So that has been working. I'm gonna put that back in there. That has been working very well. Now, you would say, well, putting 2 catch cans would be a lot of work. Yes, you're correct. Would be a lot of work. The thing is, at the moment when I did all this stuff, I wasn't even thinking about putting 2. I was just thinking of putting 1. But when I had the first one, which is installed on the other side, when I had that one, that's when it came up to me that I should put 1 for the PCV valve also. But I didn't have like a splitter or Y adapter to put 2 hoses into 1. I didn't have that, so I had to just go with this. That was probably what I thought of the first time I did this. But let me get you guys a better angle here. So if I were to do this again, I would most definitely use a Y adapter for 2 hoses in 1. So how would I do that? You probably are asking yourself, how would I do that? Well, first of all, I would eliminate the use of a hose here. Right here. So obviously that catch can will be gone. It wouldn't be needed. Or I could just leave that catch can there and eliminate the other one. So I mean the point is I could use just 1 if I had a Y adapter. So what I would do is, you see the one coming out of the PCV and the one over here coming out of the breather, I would run this hose. Let's just say I would use this catch can right here. What I would do is just run this hose coming over this way, and over here I would have this hose. Sorry, I would have this hose here. Hold on, no, that's wrong with this one. I would have this one run up here into the Y adapter with the other one coming out of the breather, and then go into 1 hose into the catch can, and then the other one would just be like it is right now, and then this end right here will be blocked off completely. And there you go. You got a breather hose, you got a PCV hose, all going into 1 catch can, and then 1 exit into the intake manifold, and that's it. But I didn't do it that way. I did it the difficult way, using 2 catch cans instead of 1. But we all learn as we go, right? Anyways, what we're gonna be doing today, apart of just explaining all that stuff, is, well, already took that off. To take that off, just in case you don't know, and what I mean by that is the hood. So to take it off, you first have to remove the windshield washer hoses for the nozzles. The other one fell over there. Hold on. Hold on. No, stay over here. Good. All right. So you remove those two. Any hooks that it's got on the hood, take it off also. And then you gotta take these off. These right here. I was able to get this one off from the top part right here, which it basically just pushes in and then pulls off. The other one I wasn't able to get it off. For some reason it was very, very tight. This locking mechanism will not loosen off. I don't know why. But what I did on the other side was take off this bolt. I'll show you. There it is. There's the bolt. And I left it hanging on the hood. And later, after that, take these two off. Same thing on the other side. You can see them right there. And the best thing you can do is just have a helper. Have someone help you out. I had my dad helping me out get this hood taken off. And we just threw it there. Okay. Now, I did that because we're going to take the engine out. So to get the engine out, you got to get all the room that you can get. And it actually helps me get into this area over here, because otherwise I would have had the hood just about right here in this zone. And my big head wouldn't fit in through here for me to look where I need to, put my hand in to loosen off a hose or a cable or whatever. Because we do have, I think that right there is the cruise control, something with the cruise control right here. So if I had the hood right there, I would have limited space. But with the hood out, I could just come over from over here and easily get to it with no issues. And my big head could fit anywhere around here now. So yeah. So what we're going to be doing is taking off that intake pipe. Has to go. We're going to be draining the coolant. Going to be draining the power steering fluid. What's the other thing? I think the transmission has to be. Yeah, because we do have. Let me show you. Excuse me. Okay. We do have transmission lines going into the radiator, so we do need to disconnect those. We might have a little bit of transmission fluid drippage on the ground. We're going to drain the engine oil. Yeah, we're going to drain the engine oil. Let's see what else we're going to be doing. Yeah, and I got to disconnect the power steering lines. I'm hoping that doesn't become a mess, because it's already leaking. I think there's a hose leaking somewhere back there or over here, because you see this wetness right here, and that's coming from the power steering system. So I'm not sure if it's the tank itself, but looking at the hoses, they're all wet. So I'm not really sure, and everything back there is wet with power steering fluid. So I think I got a hose or multiple hoses that have a tear on them, and they're leaking power steering fluid. Yeah, because the power steering pump is brand new. I replaced that. I don't think I ever made a video about that, but I did replace it. Okay. So once we get this engine out of here, we're going to be doing some gasket replacement. We're going to take advantage of having the engine out. I'm going to go ahead and do the intake manifold gasket replacement, because we have not done that. And let's see. rear main seal. Guess I already did the front main seal. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead for the rear main seal. And what else? Apart from the torque converter, oh, we're going to be doing the draining out all the fluid out of the transmission, replacing the oil pan, transmission oil pan, new gasket, new oil. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I got anything else to say here but to start, right? Because I got a big mouth. All right, let's get going. Let's get started. Okay, well. Yes, I just, oh. Okay, good time. Okay, that's one. Switching back to 10 short. You're kidding me, right? You are kidding me. Better go by hand on that one. No choice. So this little 10mm bolt was underneath, holding this in place. Now I'm pretty sure I can take it off. Pretty sure of that. Yep. So to show you clearly, so this 10mm bolt was hooked up to this bracket over here, this bracket down here, and it's probably the easiest way to take this off is by loosening off this bolt. So I'm going to leave it there, that way I know it goes there. All these wires are very I don't think there is another one. There we go. Cooler hose. So this one's water cooled. Great. So that's a water cooled throttle body. Fantastic. Okay, that's one. That's much easier now. There's still one more somewhere. By the way, a lot of wet here. Oh, there it is. I do have one more. Okay. Just one more and it comes out. As you can see, well, let me as you can see, the power steering system is leaking over here. It's a big difference, easy to notice. I just don't know exactly where it's coming from. So okay, now let me lower it again so I can drain the coolant. I'll be putting these parts away. Okay, so I already got the bucket ready to drain the oil. I mean, the coolant. So the drain peg is, and it's crazy how this car is a 2000 and it's a 2000 model, and the drain peg is still in tip-top shape. And I'm guessing this is a original radiator. So here's the drain peg. You gotta turn this guy to have it start draining. See if I can do it right here on camera. Oh man, this thing is tight. Oh, very, very tight. Oh, jeez. Nah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to use a tool, but you get the point. It's down there, and if you get a bucket there, I mean, it's gonna be a piece of cake. There we go. I got it to crack loose, and there we are. Oh, you can't see it anyways. Let me see if I can do something about that. So now we're just gonna let it drain. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, it's broken. Huh. Yeah, it broke off. I guess I do need a new radiator cap. So I'm gonna wait. I'll be back once this is done draining.